With grocery prices soaring, every little saving we can get counts. Writer and food advocate Puneeta Chhitwal-Varma has 3 ways to tackle food waste at home. Good morning.
Good morning, Annette. Food waste at home. We are going to tackle it today.
Because this is so important, not just from a green perspective, but it's just like you don't want to be buying food just to end up throwing it away because you forgot about it or you don't know how to use it.
Yes, and it's a hit on the wallet, right? And oftentimes we buy things and they're sitting in the fridge, and then that happens with me. Things wilt away and we haven't used it. And of course, my money is going directly into the garbage, right? And tackling food waste, as you said, is not just a green thing to do, but it's also just a financially responsible thing.
So I'm taking it that your strategy is almost more like the European way, where it's like you're doing very small shops.
Yes, and this is, yes, the European way, the grandmother way, as people call it on Instagram. My mom used to do this back in India. She still does this. Shop more frequently when you're walking back home from work or school. Stop at the little grocery stores because they are often the ones who have sales at the end of the day, right? Because they have less storage space. So if you're shopping after 6 p.m., I know the grocery stores in our neighborhood have special sales on perishable produce, fruits and veg. And so not only are you supporting the little grocery owner, the little small business owner, you're also supporting seasonal and reducing and getting a good deal in the bargain.
But don't buy too much. Buy only what you need.
Buy only what you need. That's my first step. Second step, once you're home, make it last longer. So I've got such a beautiful display here, but all of this lasts for a while. So starting with, of course, your shelf-stable potatoes, onions, garlic, even mushrooms. Store them. Cool, dark, room temp works really well for these vegetables. And then you've got your apples and your snacking tomatoes. We snack on tomatoes in our house. My youngest loves tomatoes, so they often sit on the counter. And again, cool, dark, kitchen counter temperature is good enough for these. And everything else really goes in the fridge. So I've got your broccoli and your cabbage and spinach. These go in the fridge. And then a good rule of thumb is to store fruits and veg separately, because really fruits emit ethylene, which makes vegetables ripen faster. So the simplest way to look at this is if you store them separately, then one doesn't impact the other and doesn't make it rot away faster, which is what happens, right? At the end of the week, Friday night, when I clean out my fridge, there's often these green vegetables that have ended up at the bottom of the crisper and they've become all gooey, and we end up throwing them away.
So make sure that you eat those ones first. So if you've got the choice between a fruit or vegetable that's in the fridge and is more perishable, eat that over the apple and wait till maybe the end of the week to eat the apples.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you've got your longest lasting veggies, of course. You've got your broccoli and your cauliflower. My favorite is cabbage, always. My kids hate it because, right, cabbage on its own. I've got a bunch of recipes that I often share on Instagram that is my take on how to make kids eat cabbage, right, my family. But it lasts for 4 weeks in the fridge. So this cabbage is 4 weeks old. I brought it home at the end of May and rinsed it out, wrapped it in this beeswax wrap, and then in the bottom of the crisper. I didn't even have enough wrap to wrap it completely, and it's fine. If you see, I will take off. So this is cabbage for dinner tonight, right? So this is the outer leaves, which have become wilted, and everything else is still tight and beautiful.
Okay, we've got about 30 seconds left, Puneeta, but you want to talk about freezing fruits and vegetables as well.
Yes, so freeze fruit. What you're not going to use, pop it in the freezer and let it ride out, because you can use it in a few months and instead of throwing it away. The other thing you can do is use dish towels and mesh bags. They are a great way to reduce food waste.
Yeah, you've got so many great ideas on your website, Maple and Marigold. So we're going to divert people there to chch.com through that, so that you've got more great ideas, because you're really saving us money and saving the planet as well. Thanks, Puneeta.